Hi everyone. Again, my name is Goddess Green, and I would like to share with you today the process of creating and allowing your desires. In my previous post, I talked about transforming from negative patterns to much more positive patterns, therefore transforming who you are and becoming the person that is able to create the life that you desire. We all have things that we want, we all have things that we long for, and sometimes we just don't realize that the only thing that is in the way of us having the things that we desire is really us. And when I say us, I mean our subconscious thoughts. We sometimes have a lot of subconscious thoughts that have been ingrained in us from just many different life experiences, many different circumstances, and family, the way we're raised, and our environments and social groups as well. But at a certain age, you just start to realize that you're just not living the life that you want, and things are just not happening the way you wish, and you just get to a point where you sort of have to ask the real questions, and you do get answers when you ask. And a big answer is that you just need to change yourself. I have some tools that I have practiced that have helped me truly become more of who I really am, and more of a powerful creator, and more of the woman that is able to confidently and assertively move in the direction of her desires, and therefore creating and manifesting so many wonderful things. These steps are very simple, and I'm sure it's the same steps that a lot of us keep hearing about every single time. If you keep hearing these steps and these tools that help you just be better and be a much more powerful creator, and you're still not taking it seriously, you're still not practicing them, and you're still having doubts, and you're still not making the time, then there you have some subconscious and subliminal vibrations that are intentionally holding you back from making these decisions and taking these steps. Therefore, you're still living the same life that you're kind of not really feeling fulfilled by. So the first thing that I would recommend, not even just recommend, the first thing I would say is very important when you start transforming your life and you start moving towards things that you want, is to write down the 3 things that are in your heart that you feel right now will be the easiest things for you to achieve. Write down the 3 desires that you feel like within the next 2-3 years are very attainable. And on a scale of 1 to 10, on a scale of 1 to 10, write down the desires that you feel are between 7 and 10 when it comes to how believable you achieving them is to you. So I will call it the scale of believability. And on that scale, 1 being the least believable to you, and 10 being the most believable. So between 7 and 10, whatever you believe the most that you can attain in the next 2 years, write 3 of those things down. It's important for you not to focus on the things that you've been desiring for a very long time, because you've just spent so much time just thinking negatively about these things, and you're just gonna have so much more work to do. And if you're just starting this process out, it's gonna come off very difficult, and you're gonna be quick to give up. So you want to start slow, easy, and you want to see progress. Okay, the first thing that I am going to recommend is meditation. I'm sure we've all heard from so many spiritual teachers. We've heard of Louise Hay, we've heard of Wayne Dyer and the likes, and they've all said that meditation is a very powerful tool. It is a powerful tool. It has changed my state of being. It has changed my mind. And if you keep hearing about meditating and how powerful it is and how useful it is, and you still find that you're not meditating, the issue is not meditation. It's that you are still resisting the things that are going to transform your life, because there's a part of you that doesn't want that change. Because it's natural for you to resist change a little bit, because we're all human. And if you're being handed tools that are just going to help you move toward a just much more fulfilling life, and you're not heeding these advice, then you need to take time to just kind of like process why it is that you are holding back, why it is that you're making excuses for not taking these things seriously. You have to be passionate about the way you're living your life. You have to be passionate about your desires. So meditation is very, very simple. In the morning, just take 20 minutes, sit somewhere very comfortable, focus on your breathing, and you're gonna find that your thoughts are gonna be wandering from left to right. You're gonna be thinking about everything humanly possible. Your mind is gonna tell you that you're ridiculous for meditating. You're gonna feel like you look stupid. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna feel like an idiot. You're gonna feel like you have so many other things you should be doing, so many things that are just much more serious, that need your attention. You're gonna feel like a weirdo. But that's just your mind shooting signals at you to kind of get you out of this new thing that you're practicing, because your brain doesn't want anything new. It's resisting it. So it's normal for that to happen. So just go back to your breath when this starts happening, and then sit there for 20 minutes and just focus on your breathing. That's it. It's just that simple. What meditation does is that it makes you aware of your own thought patterns, and it helps you slow down the thoughts that are really not serving you. Once you're able to get to this place where you can slow down these thoughts, then you can move them in the direction that is much more beneficial for you. Therefore, you being able to transform your life, you being able to transmute your energy into something much more positive and much more beneficial. I mean, that's what we all want, just a fantastic life. So meditation is key. All you need is 20 minutes in the morning, and that's it. 20 minutes in the morning, and you're just going to see a tremendous change in your thought patterns, which is also going to cause a tremendous change in your emotions. In another vlog post, I'm going to talk a lot more about thinking, emotions, and manifestation. And when you hear words like manifestation, spirituality, don't roll your eyes, don't just tune out. I know we hear these words used every day, like a new age yogi and spiritual person, and all these woo-woo terms that just seem very esoteric, and it just seems like the people that use these words are just living a fantasy. But I want to say to you that if you're hearing it often, it means that it's transforming a lot of people's lives. It's not the word that's being used that's important, it's the message behind it. And if you're able to just take your mind away from just those words, because it's just words, if you could just take your mind off that and focus on the value it has to bring into your life, you're going to see so many tremendous changes that you're going to want to share the things that you've come to know. The next step after meditating is appreciation. I mean, I cannot speak enough about appreciation. Appreciation is the most powerful vibration and the most powerful state of mind before love. I'm sure there are higher vibrations before love, after love, but appreciation is just that emotion and that vibration and that state of being that you can easily access no matter where you are in your life and no matter how you're feeling, because there is always something to appreciate. Just getting up in the morning, just certain people around you, your environment, yourself, whatever it is that you can find to appreciate every single morning after you meditate. Meditation will slow down your mind. Appreciation will help you speed up positive thoughts. Just sit down for 20 minutes, or maybe just write down 3-4 pages of anything at all that you can appreciate. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're appreciating. You could appreciate the morning, you could appreciate things that you love, things that you enjoy. Just keep writing anything at all that you appreciate. What happens is that your brain starts to release chemicals to your body that they just give you these good, wonderful emotions, and your body just becomes used to that state of being. Your body becomes used to that positive state of being, and from that place it's easier for you to decipher when you're having thoughts that just don't belong to you, when you're having negative thoughts that are moving you away from what it is that you desire, thoughts that are moving you further from your goals and your dreams. Because your body has become so used to positivity from appreciation, it is easy for you to spot the intrusion of negative thoughts. So that's one of the important things of appreciation. Right after you meditate, make time to appreciate for at least 3 pages. If you're not big on writing, you can do a voice recording for about 20-25 minutes and just speak on anything that you appreciate. But writing is very, very essential. There is something about putting pen to paper that forces your mind to focus. It forces you to focus positively. And if you can put pen to paper for at least 4 pages every single morning, you're practicing positive habits. You're creating new neural pathways in the brain that are more positive. That was a leaf. You're creating new neural pathways in your brain that are more positive, therefore making it easier for you to think much more positively the next time around. You're literally exercising your mind. You're transforming yourself to a much more positive thinking person naturally. The next tool is scripting. Now, scripting is when you write down. Remember the 3 things that I had spoken about earlier that I suggested that you put down, the things that are between the 7 and 10 on your believability scale. Those 3 things, in the morning, right after your meditation and appreciation, you start to write why you believe this thing is a possibility for you. You start to write how you would feel when you're experiencing these things in your life. You start to write how comfortable you would feel, how joyful you would feel, how fulfilled you would feel, how successful you would feel, how happy, how exuberant, and describe the people you're going to tell about these things, and imagine yourself saying it to them in the words you're going to use in your emotional state while you're describing this. What happens also is this increases your belief in creating what it is that you desire. Once you get to a certain point where your belief in your desire is so strong, it's not that the universe is just going to drop things on your lap and the car that you want is just going to show up, or the lover is just going to knock on your door. No, you're going to be inspired into certain actions that you're going to be so excited about taking, actions that are going to be fun along the way. You're going to be inspired to these actions, and these actions are going to create the results that you're seeking. Now, it's not going to be a smooth ride. It's not just going to be actions and therefore results. I'm going to be speaking a little bit more later about purging. While you're finding yourself on this path of creating and you're taking these actions in the direction of what you want, you're going to start to come into contact with a lot of your negative beliefs, and you're going to have to transform them. You're going to have to transform them into positive, and you're going to have to make them serve you so that they can move out of the way and you can keep going on your journey towards what it is that you're trying to create. Now, the process of creation is not magic. It's not just the universe just dropping things at your feet. It's also you transforming and you becoming the person that you really want to be. And that's the key. You becoming a new version of you is what you really want, not the material things, not the lover, not the excursions, not the money. You're trying to create a newer version of you. You want to expand. You want to be in a new reality. That's why you're going on this journey. So it's important for you to remember that it's about the process and not so much the results. And whenever you find yourself getting frustrated and things haven't manifested soon enough and you're not feeling as enthusiastic as you did in the beginning, just remember that it's about the process and not the results. Now, the last tool that I will be talking about is visualization. I've said how meditation slows down your thinking. Appreciation makes you helps you practice becoming a much more positive thinker. It makes it easier for you to think positively. Scripting helps you think positively about the things that you want to manifest specifically, making it easier for you to have the confidence, the self-esteem, and the belief that you can achieve the things that you want to achieve, and the belief that you can have what it is that you want to have. Therefore, you become inspired to actions with confidence and ease, and the things that you want just manifest before you. Lastly is visualization. Now, visualization, like I spoke about the other things, slowing down your mind, becoming a much more positive thinker, believing better in the thing that you want to create so that you can take the actions positively. Now, what visualization does is also help your brain get better at focusing on what it is that you desire. When you visualize, don't just visualize with the fantasy and how it will feel. That's great. We've all been taught how to visualize by many teachers. You focus on what it is that you want. You focus on how it's going to look, how you're going to look experiencing it, what you're going to be feeling, who you're going to be with while you're experiencing it. Focus on the words you're going to be using with this person, and focus on details. Focus on colors, the colors of the environment when it's happening, the colors that you're wearing, the way that you're looking. The more detailed your visualization is, the more believable this thing becomes to you. And the more believable something is to you, your level of achieving it just goes way out of the roof. It becomes extremely easy. You're going to be so impressed at how easy it is for you to create the things that you desire. So visualize with intent, visualize with details, as much details as you can think of. It's never too detailed. Visualize with the company, visualize the conversation, visualize colors, visualize the environment, visualize every single thing. And the more often you can do this, the better for you. Now, just take only 20 minutes a day and just do this. Don't go overboard, because once you start to put in too much effort into visualizing, then it becomes something that something that gets frustrating and gives you angst, and you're trying too hard and you're so eager to see it happen, and you don't want that emotional state. You want an emotional state of pleasure, ease, fun, excitement, anticipation, exhilaration. You don't want angst, frustration, and stress, or trying to make it happen, or trying too hard, or exhaustion. So just 20 minutes every day or every other day is enough, because the next time you go back to visualizing, you're going to find that you're going to be able to visualize from where you left off the last time. It's going to be easy for you to remember from where you left it the last time, and then add more details this time. So in about 3-4 weeks, you've just been so detailed in this visualization, and by the time you start getting filled with all these wonderful emotions, and you're just eager to take action, period. You're just eager to do something. You're eager to make the right moves. You're eager to talk to the right people. You're eager to go to the right places. It becomes like you're just so excited about how you feel in the journey, even more than the thing that it is you're trying to create. And when you get to that place, that is the sweet spot. When you're just having fun creating it, that's the sweet spot. You're going to be manifesting so much, and you're not even going to care about the manifestation anymore. You're just going to be so eager to create the next thing, because you're enjoying and appreciating your evolution process. It's fantastic. It's going to be a great ride, and you're just going to be so in love with life, so in love with love, so in love with appreciation, just so in love with being a powerful creator. And life just becomes even much more magical than you've ever even imagined. And it's great. The last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is to remember to empower yourself. Now, our desires are wonderful. The things we want in life are great. It's part of what makes life so juicy and so good and so precious. But nothing should have power over you. You're the one with the power. Everything else is just experiences, objects, circumstances, other people. You're the true gods. You're God. You're the light. And you're here to experience. The things you're here to experience are not the power. You're the power. Here to experience those other things. So remember to always stay empowered. Do not give anything, no matter how it appears, much more power than you. Once you start to give things power, you become a victim. You become a victim of it. And whether it manifests on time, whether it doesn't manifest, whether it manifests enough, it's going to cause you so much angst and so much frustration, because it's its action or inaction or whatever it is going to be affecting your state of being. Therefore, it's in control of you, and that's not what you want. You're the creator of it. You're the empowered one. So stay in your power, and remember this. Remember to stay within yourself, in your power. That's all you need. And just have fun on the ride. It's just such a good ride. I'm Goddess Green, and I love you so much. And we have so much to talk about. There's so much to share, and I'm looking forward to hearing a lot about your journey and where you are in your journey and what it is you're looking forward to creating. Feel free to subscribe, and please leave a comment. I'm looking forward to chatting with you guys. It is so great to have this medium. It is so great to be doing this, and I'm just so enthusiastic about so much more. I love you guys. Thank you.